all riders are not. And today we are back to Cooperb Motorcycles, filming a custom-built Royal Enfield Himalayan. He washed the bike for us. And today we're interviewing Ian, the owner. Have you started the shop or your son? Or both
no,
together?
It's me. It's all my fault.
How many years ago?
2004.
Oh, okay, so it's quite a while, isn't it?
Yeah, Jack was just 10.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
It was introduced into bikes straight away?
Yes.
You used to bring him in?
Yeah. Well, when he was a baby, in fact, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And today, on the vlog, we're having Himalayan. Your custom-built Himalayan, and we have a stock Himalayan next to it.
This isn't a Himalayan. This is a Himalayan. So this is a 411cc stock Himalayan. That's how they come out of the box. This is an Interceptor. So this
the one we had in the previous vlog. Wait. It started like Jack's bike.
It started like any normal. This, when it came out of the box, was just a normal. I think it was a blue. No, it was a red Interceptor.
I was sure this is Himalayan we're filming today. Oh my God! No. This story is going to be very interesting. Now we're having a ride bike.
That's even the right colour. Woo.
So this started with this, not with this.
Correct. Yeah. So this bike is this bike. That's exactly how it came.
Why this then looks like this?
Because that's what we wanted. So this is a custom bike, and we've been changing the suspension on Himalayans for a long time to make it taller, and this gives the rider better ground clearance. It's better off-road, and an improved rear shock. And we used the same type of idea for the front, and then it has custom made YSS shocks at the back, so they're longer, and then it has a taller front wheel. So this is a 19-inch front rim, which is obviously bigger. Again, it's increasing the ground clearance and stuff like that. It's only an inch, but it does make a difference. And these are also tubeless rims.
How did you came up with that idea? Why not just to make this of this? Why to put so much effort and make this into this?
Because I really love Himalayans. It's probably my favourite Royal Enfield, because I like riding off-road and on the road. But if you ride them for a long distance with friends who have got bigger bikes, sometimes it's not enough. Beautiful.
Oh, that's so nice. And the sound as well.
No, it's lovely, isn't it?
It's no better place to film off-road bikes.
No, exactly.
Than the place with horses around and dogs and everything.
Perfect
We're putting
mix.
a real effort finding the spots for you guys. Subscribe. Coming back to a, how do you call it then?
Well, we've called it the Interlayan.
Interlayan, because
that's
it's
about
Interceptor
as
and
imaginative
Himalayan.
as we got. Yeah.
Okay. I think my public would be very interested how you combined the two together.
Well, how was with a lot of work, to be honest with you. So the suspension was easy, the wheels was easy, the difficulty is in all the fabrication. So for example, this part here is obviously not meant to go on this bike, so there's a lot of arrangement and thinking about it and design to do that, especially as a one-off. The headlamp is meant to turn with the handlebars and not be independent and stay with the frame. So the effort was in the fabrication. Some of it was beyond us. So the fuel tank, for example, we wanted a Himalayan look fuel tank. It's actually much bigger. It's about 3 litres bigger than a standard Himalayan fuel tank. And it's impossible to put that fuel tank on that bike. So we had to use the bottom of a Continental GT fuel tank, and then this one was welded to it, and that was beyond us, so Danny did that for us. And then all the other little bits and bobs, even fabricating I mean, it's still not finished. The seat isn't finished. I'm on about the 5th incarnation of the seat.
You can't decide?
No, I can decide, but it's hard to get it made exactly as I want it. So the Interceptor seat is not as comfortable as the Himalayan, so that's a better seat over distance if you modify it with a thing called a seat concept seat. So we have a local guy called Dave the Trimmer who's doing that for us. Things like the centre stand takes a lot of doing because you can't just extend it, because then the side stand fouls it when you put it up. There's all these little things. You think it's easy and then you do it and actually it's not. So it's been a lot of work, but we're chuffed with it.
You mentioned that the main idea was for you riding with other people who has bigger engines.
Yeah.
Have you done anything to the engine, or is it's just...
No, so at the moment the engine is stock. It has an S&S qualifier exhaust on it, and if you use that and the air filter, then you can get about 6 or 7 horsepower, quite a bit more torque, so that's nice. I might put a cam on it, and maybe some high compression pistons. There's 650cc pistons, but the high compression pistons and a power commander. But you know, at the moment I've done 200 miles on it, so I'm just running
off-road?
it in. I've not ridden it off-road.
Okay,
no.
on road.
To be honest, I've got a Himalayan which has all the stuff on it for off-road. If I want to go off-road, I'll use it. This is really just for road stuff. But I even like riding the Himalayan on the road, and I wanted that sort of, because you sit up tall and you can see everything, and they handle really well, and this does too. I mean, I'm really pleased with it. I thought that being taller, it might upset the handling, and it doesn't. It works really, really well. So we're well
I'm a
pleased
bit
with it.
speechless, to be honest, because first of all, I was sure that we filming this bike.
Yeah, no.
Actually, we're filming this bike
Yeah,
today.
yeah. I think what this says is how much you can do with an Interceptor. It's a great bike, so you can turn that bike into a calf racer, a flat tracker, a scrambler. There's one upstairs, the desert sled. You don't have to spend fortunes on a custom bike to have something that looks different, sounds wicked. They're great to ride, and because the base price is quite low, it's really good.
Talking about the price, do you know roughly how much it costs to make this into this?
Loads.
Loads.
And I'll never do it again.
You would?
No.
That was my next question, like, would you do it again?
The reason we made the desert sled was because this was so much trouble. So the fabrication and the stuff in making all of this is a one-off, and every time you do something one-off, it's more expensive and it's more hard work. So if someone were to want me to build one like this, by the time the seat's done, and with this luggage is expensive, it would be, you know, probably £17,000.
On the top?
Yeah. No, including the bike.
Including the bike price?
Yeah. Whereas the desert sled is all done and finished. It has the same suspension and wheels. It looks beautiful, and that's $10,999. So that's a lot better value. The guy that did this said if I ever asked him to do another one, he would kill me.
Oh, okay.
So, which is pretty strong.
You can't send anyone to him?
I can't, no.
How about your seat mate?
He works for Danny, and he came here to collect some stuff for Danny, and he was really interested to see it painted, because when it was done, there's obviously, this is just a patchwork of metal, and you'd never know, because they've done such a good job.
What are you planning to do? You said you have quite a few things planned to change, so are you planning to keep changing it, or riding it more, or traveling with it? What's the plan for it?
Well, the plan is for the wife and I to use it, so I want to ride with it. That's why I want to get the seat right, because the Interceptor seat is worth playing with for 2 people. So we use the upholsterers and the trimmers and people like that, and I've got another guy working on it as well, and I want to come up with a seat that we can sell to our customers that makes the bike great for 2 people, because the bike's got enough power, it's got enough room in terms of the footrest position and all the rest of it, but the seat's a little bit short, so we're going to come up with a longer seat. So sometimes we use things like this to make stuff that we can sell, so that's one thing we'll do with it. I've got to finish the centre stand. When it's running, I might do the cam and the power commander, a bit more power. Other than that, that's it.
And you're planning to do some proper riding and proper long distances?
I'm planning to, yeah. Whether that will happen, I don't know. It's hard to get away sometimes.
Where are you going first?
I don't know. I'd like to ride around Scotland on it. Before COVID, the last trip I did was Scotland on a Himalayan, and I did it with, I think there was about 14 of us, all customers and us, and we were on Himalayans and Interceptors and GTs. There's a guy on a 500 Bullet, and it was brilliant. So some of the roads in this country are perfect for these bikes, and you don't ride them so fast that you miss everything. So it's perfect for that. I'd like to do that again. I'd like to take the wife to the west coast of Scotland, which is where we went last time. That's beautiful.
Did you took her last time, or you went by yourself?
No, I went with a load of guys, customers on bikes, but I think she'd love it.
Yeah.
So we could do that easily.
Do you ride with your wife a lot?
No.
No.
No, she doesn't like it too much, but I don't know if I want to say this on camera, but we've got a camper.
Are you planning to do 500?
I'd like to, yeah. I'd rather start with the west coast and do that, because you can spend a lot of time there. It's so beautiful.
So why to go all the miles on the boring motorways, 10 hours or so to get to the place, and only a little bit yet to ride a motorcycle when you're already tired and already not very happy because of the drivers in this side of the country on the motorways? Why not to come rest and then happily start your journey?
Yeah, well, that would be the idea.
Because before I was always, oh, you need to go on the bike. Now I got a van.
Oh, the van's perfect.
I'm start considering that why I need to suffer all that way and hate it, all this spot, just to get to the beautiful part. Why not to start with the beautiful part? Bring all the gear, film everything, show to everyone, and happily have my
I think
adventure.
the long distance bit is better if you're in a group. So if there's 6 or 8 or 10 of you, that bit on the motorway is not so bad. Because you're riding together and then you stop together and you have a bit of banter and a bit of laugh. And the time goes quicker. But there's one, if you're on your own, or there's two of you on the bike and you're going a long way, so, you know, if there's a big group, I'd rather be on the bike. If there's the 2 of us, I'd be using the van.
Yes, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. And it's a lot safer when you're going in the group on the motorways because you are visible. People start expecting to see you.
Of course.
Whereas when you by yourself, it's just fighting for your life, basically. It's a battlefield, especially if the bike is quiet. And talking about the sound, can we compare the sound of we actually need to compare 3, but wait. This exhaust is this. I mean, like this, the engine.
This is not a stock exhaust. So we're a dealer for S&S. So this is the 2-in-1, and we have the slip-on silencers as well.
I will bring a little bit of a stock exhaust I filmed for a previous vlog. And then we can hear this. Just with just the silencers. And then we can hear. This is a stock Himalayan?
Yeah, that's brand new, so I'll find you another one, because that hasn't got a battery or any petrol in it.
Oh, okay.
And then this one,
and then this one for a treat.
Okay.
That's the standard one.
That's the standard one.
Some idiots left it in gear.
A lot nicer than the stock. That mesh is so clever.
So this is a cool cover.
Yeah.
So what happens is, some seats, especially if they're bum shaped, because it's pressing a flat thing against your skin, it reduces your circulation. And that's how you get a numb bum. So the idea is, because it's a mesh, it takes longer for that to happen, so you don't get a numb bum. They're really good.
That's
and
clever.
You get an airflow under there. So
and it
you
looks
get
good with the
backside.
overall design of the bike.
Yeah, it's cool,
I like it. I like it. Is this the one we started?
No, this is a workshop loaner.
Oh, okay.
So, mind you.
The workshop loaner?
Yeah. So
what is the workshop loaner?
So you bring your bike in for a service.
Oh, okay, and you
then,
can
and
loan.
you get that for so you give us your bike and you take this one. This one's the same.
Is that how they come in the box like this?
This is how they come. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, do you want to see? Look.
That's how the bike comes in the box.
So this is all
like
sealed, and then it's sealed inside this bag as well. And it has like silica in it, bags of silica to keep the condensation out.
And they're coming like this from India?
They come like this from India, and then we scrap all this metal and recycle the cardboard.
You can make stands. Bike stands.
Not very good. Not very good
it's
metal.
Not good metal.
No.
Don't say this.
No. Oh, okay. Cut that bit out. It's great metal. So with this one, we sell exhausts for these as well. And they don't really make it go any faster, but it gives it a bit more bark and it sounds really nice. It looks a lot lighter as well.
Yeah.
That looks a lot nicer.
Yours is so much better. This is like...
Yeah.
But still, I'm surprised with the stock sound of them. I'm really surprised in a good way.
Yeah. You can hear when the engine running that it's got a long stroke motor.
Yes.
So it takes a long time for the piston to go up and down. That makes it feel a bit lazy, but it makes it quite torquey, and it makes the engine really soft and forgiving. It's easy to ride, and that's where the benefit comes in off-road. So if you're a novice, you can ride this off-road feeling really confident, so it doesn't wheel spin all the time and flick you off or dig it into a hole and get stuck. It just plods through stuff.
It's also light.
It's not that light, but it's comparatively light, and it's really well balanced. It has quite a low centre of gravity, and it's got a nice turning circle, and everything's really neutral. The way the clutch works with the engine, it's not a bitey, grabby clutch. That's why a lot of people really enjoy riding them off-road. As long as you're riding at a sensible pace, it's so much fun.
Off-road? What do you mean? Like anywhere off-road? Even like,
so I'm talking about
green laning,
mountain tracks, fire roads, that sort of stuff. It's not a dirt bike as such.
Yeah.
It's a road bike that you can ride off-road, and that's why it's known as an overland bike. So it'll go down rutty tracks, it will go up dried riverbeds and stuff like that.
That's how it looks to me, because I compare it not to the off-road bikes, but more of an
adventure bike.
Adventure bike,
yeah, that's exactly
and
what
for
it is.
an adventure bike, it's quite light.
Yeah.
It's something in between the enduro and adventure bike.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what it is.
Look.
Yeah, you got both feet flat down, haven't you?
Almost.
Yeah.
It has something heritage.
Yeah, that's a word that they actually use in their marketing quite a lot.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, honestly.
That's how it looks, and I like the heritage look, like blacking it out, changing the exhaust to a cool one. Yeah. And taking the Mickey Mouse mirrors off.
There are lots of nice mirrors you can buy.
I like the idea on yours where you have ram mounts for the mirrors.
Yeah,
that's so convenient, isn't it? Because then you can take them off if you off-road.
Well, you just literally just fold them right in here, so they're across here. They're not in your way at all.
Yeah.
No, they're much
smart.
better. You want to hear this one?
Yes, please.
Let's make sure there's not too many horses around.
It's a lot more subtle.
Yeah.
No horses. We're not doing it for too long because we have horses all around and they don't like sound of the bikes.
Get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Drink some water, brush my teeth. Fall back in school with my friends.
Unfortunately, guys, we ran out of time today. And once again, it was not enough time for me to ride. But we made an agreement that I'm coming back and taking some Royal Enfields for a test ride, as well as riding with the guys on the custom builds. That all coming in the next episode. For today, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Wake up, get up, stretch my legs, eat some breakfast, milk and eggs, brush my teeth up, watch my face, throw my clothes on, start my